Welcome back to Film Brew, an in-depth conversation about our favorite Hollywood movies and TV shows. My name is Kevin Lyons.
I am Jose Ramos.
And I'm Mike Candelet.
Film Brew!
Whoop, do it. Take it. Take it.
I just Shazammed all over myself. At Comic-Con this weekend, Warner Brothers surprised everybody with a trailer for Shazam. Now this is great because this is the first movie where it feels like they're taking a huge step away from their classic shitty movies. And it almost feels like they're doing a Marvel-esque type of thing by, not so much by tone, but more like taking a lesser-known character in the DC universe and just going big with it and making it really fun. And this is a really fun trailer. It was hard to find things that we didn't like, but we're going to get right into it. So right off the bat, Jose, what did you like about the Shazam trailer?
One of the main things, like I know there's, and we'll get into it later, some issues with the costuming that people have.
Yeah.
But one of the things I liked about the costume is that what they did is they joined different eras and different sources within one costume. Okay. So like the gold couplings were from one thing.
Okay.
The hoodie was from another thing. The short cape was from another thing. Mm-hmm. So they blended it all together kind of as a homage to different sources and different eras.
It's just like a hybrid costume of Shazam throughout all the golden years.
Exactly. So that's one of the things I liked about that. One of the things I like is the way he's playing Shazam.
Yeah, he's playing it like a kid.
He's playing like a kid.
Really fun, you know?
And I really enjoy that. I mean, little off topic, but with Homecoming, one of my favorite parts of it is when everything collapses on him.
Spider-Man Homecoming, yeah.
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
When everything collapses on him, and you see him cry out, and then you remember, this is a kid.
Yeah.
And I feel those moments are really strong. So
he's motivating himself. Come on, Spider-Man, you can do it, Spider-Man. I was crying when I saw that in the theater. I thought that was so cool.
That was good because you see the kid in him. So I liked in this that even though he's full grown, he's got, well, real or not, these muscles, is you're seeing it's a kid. Yeah. This is a kid who just happened to grow.
Zachary Levi is doing a great job playing Shazam so far in the trailer.
Exactly. Agreed. So I like that. The other thing I like was actually Jack Grazer, I believe his name is.
Jack Grazer, he was doing good, man.
He was one of my favorite parts of it. Yeah. And then seeing them come to this and still hitting that comedy in there. So I really enjoyed that.
What about you, Mike?
I liked everything about it. Like, it was great. My favorite part was the transformation when he's walking through. It looked like it was a Christmas village.
A Christmas village.
Yeah,
and he goes, Shazam!
And bam! There's that transformation. That was so
That was the
fucking
coolest
awesome.
shot in the whole trailer. That got my goosebumps going.
The walk never stopped.
No, he just kept going.
Because even though he's a kid and he's an adult, he still had that fierceness of an adult superhero. Yeah. It's like, it was really fucking cool.
It was awesome. And I loved just the way that the trailer was cut, the tonal change, like the start of it. It was dark and it was moody and it was like, okay, this is DC doing DC. Then as soon as he got the powers, it was like, all right, it's lighthearted. We're going to the rest of it. And I was like, this is awesome.
Yeah, I mean, it's a superhero in training movie that was done way better than anything that Tony Stark is doing with Spider-Man. Yeah. And one of the things that I really loved was when they're doing when Jack Grazer is filming all of his test things like flight. Like that flight takeoff is my favorite flight takeoff in anything, because in Superman, Wonder Woman, whenever one of these characters is going to go jump, they go supersonic right away, and they're just using that speed to hide the visual effects. Whereas that slow takeoff for Shazam, just like it was right there, slow enough where you can see him lift off the ground, and it looks so real and it looks so cool. I was excited to see how else they're going to show these classic superhero powers, but in a new way, which I thought was really cool.
Yeah, no, it looked awesome. Like I loved everything about this trailer, and Shazam's one of my favorite heroes. Like, it lives up to everything that I've read about the character so far.
And the tone of the film too. I mean, the color palette, the actual tone, it can work as a dark movie, but all the colors were vibrant, but they still crushed the black. So it's almost like its own thing. It's really cool. It can go as a fun comedy, or it could be dark. Like, they started off the trailer really dark. They made it feel like it was a creepy movie. And then when Jack Grazer was just like, it gets very Game of Thrones up in here. It's like, I'm just messing with you. You know what I mean? And then the whole comedy of the movie came out. And that was just, oh man, I'm loving it. I'm loving everything about it.
I like that because it was kind of like the movie was self-aware of what DC has gone through.
Yes, yes.
So it's just like serious, dark. It's like, nah, just kidding.
Yeah.
Like, and then we'll go.
And it fits so well with this character because it's a kid living out every kid's dream of getting a chance to be a superhero.
And that's why I think that this movie is going to be one of the most successful superhero movies, because it has that aspect of taking a kid and making him a superhero that every single kid is going to want to go see it. I get to be a superhero. It's more relatable to this kid audience, especially when Shazam is doing that like stupid little dance and he's doing like, I feel like a lot of kids are going to want to see this, and I think this movie's going to make a shit ton of fucking money.
Yeah.
And it's also a departure from the DCEU or Worlds of DC, because you just told me something that I didn't know, that this isn't a straight Warner Brothers film. Who did they partner up with?
They partnered with New Line Cinema, so it's WB with New Line Cinema producing this film.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, one other thing that I just thought of right now that I like is, so Aquaman comes out in December.
Yeah.
And in April, you got Shazam coming out. So, we'll remember from Justice League, Aquaman's kind of hiding. Maybe people don't know about him. So I'm guessing the things that happen to Aquaman is going to make him prolific enough
in the world. He's
in
gonna be
the
famous
world,
in that world.
Because the Freddy character in this is wearing an Aquaman shirt.
I want that Aquaman shirt. It looked pretty cool.
Yeah, so that means it's good timing-wise, because it comes out after Aquaman has kind of gone into prominence.
Yep. Another fun thing that we really liked about this trailer was one of the last shots when they're in the convenience store and they found out that he's bulletproof.
You have bullet immunity!
He's like, you're dead. Like, that was so cool. And then they threw him out the window, and he's just like, sorry about your window. You're welcome for not getting robbed. And like, that was so funny. Like, and the comedy in this does not feel forced. It feels very natural and very fun, you know?
Zachary Levi cast as Shazam was perfect. I love Zachary Levi. He's fucking fantastic.
All right, we can talk about all the great things all day long. We know everything is great in this. If we did miss another great part, let us know. But right now, we're going to get into some of the things that maybe we didn't like or maybe we wish we had more of. So, Jose, what are you on that?
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to say dislike. I guess I would just say lacking from the trailer for this aspect of it. It's just, we'll get this in probably later trailers, but we didn't get much on the conflict of this movie. This trailer was more about how he got his ability and his interaction with that ability and Freddy. But we don't really know what the overall conflict is.
Which I think can be okay, because they do need to say, this is the first trailer. They do need to save some stuff for later on.
Which is why it's not a dislike. It's just more, if I had to pick something that was lacking, this would be it, but that's just nitpicking.
Because the Mark Strong character, that's the actor's name, right? Mark Strong?
Yeah.
He's going to be the villain in the movie. And they only showed one shot, and which I thought was the cheesiest part, which is, so you must be the bad guy. And he tries to punch him and he stops him. And I thought that was a little cheesy, but you know what? It's a kid going up against an adult fucking villain. So I can't really, I'm reaching for things. Yeah. What questions did Shazam trailer leave you? Because I have one. My question is, when you're in Jack Razor's room and he has all like the superhero memorabilia, there's that one drawer and he's holding up a little plastic baggie and it says certificate of authenticity, and it looked like a little round brass type of thing. It might have, but it looked too smooth to be a bullet. I wonder what that is. But that's the only thing I'm wondering about, other than what's the villain's motive in this. So
yeah, I mean, one of my questions is just from what happened in the comics, and we see the scene where Freddy goes up to him and you see the electricity kind of go from his hand. So I wonder if it's crazy, huh? It's crazy. I'm wondering if they're gonna bring in power transference from Shazam to other people in this.
Okay, and because that, you just reminded me that line that Shazam had was like, superpowers, dude, I don't even know how to pee in this thing. That's a callback to like everybody who's ever worn a bat suit or like those advanced superhero suits, and they say they don't know how to pee. They can't pee in it. It's a pain in the butt. So make sure that you can pee in the suit.
It's been many Halloweens.
Yeah.
Many Halloweens.
But what about you? What else? What other questions do you have from the trailer?
The questions I have is coming from the top, the comics, Savannah. He's really just a scientist. Yeah, in the trailer, all of a sudden Shazam goes to punch him and he just stops it like it's nothing. How the hell did he get super strength?
Yeah.
Like I want to know, based on whatever material or.
Well,
like,
maybe he didn't get super strength. Maybe he had something like Batman used against Superman to not make him as powerful.
And
so maybe it's not super strength.
And that's the question I have: is how did he get that? Like,
That's
how is he able to just stop the world's mightiest mortal from throwing a punch?
Yeah, because the ability that he does gain in the comics is just the ability to see magic, right?
Yeah, he can see magic. So like, does that allow him to like find weak points in Shazam, or like does he actually have the ability to stop punches? Like, what?
That has me curious.
What's going on with that?
Ooh, another thing I was just thinking about was, it was announced, or at least it was rumored that The Rock's Black Adam will not be appearing in this film. Those are the rumors that I heard. I'm not sure if it was a confirmed statement that he's not appearing. But after the reaction of the Shazam trailer across the internet, I wouldn't be surprised if they actually wrote, even if it's just a post-credit scene, and they got The Rock to make a Black Adam appearance. I think that would be really fucking cool. I'm hoping that they do that.
The Rock has been cast as Black Adam for what, like 3-4 years?
What the hell? And he hasn't even made a movie or an appearance or
anything from that yet.
That's crazy.
There needs to at least be a post-credit scene of Black Adam,
or at least referencing him.
Yeah.
You know? I don't know. Is there anything else about the Shazam trailer?
Yeah, I want to.
What we want to see?
Yeah, we didn't get over that question yet.
Oh, all right. Well, what do you want to see in Shazam?
I want to see, like what Jose was talking about with the power transference. I want to see. I don't know if they're going to call them the Marvel family or the Shazam kids, but in the comics, all of the foster kids in that family get Shazam's powers. He's able to give them out there. I want to see the Shazam kids.
Well, I think we're gonna get that with future sequels.
Yeah,
especially if it plays as well as this trailer is. So.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Oh, also, this looks like it's gonna be a Christmas movie.
Christmas movie in April.
Hopefully, Shazam will be my new favorite Christmas movie.
I
don't
don't
know.
think that's gonna be Die Hard.
It's not gonna be Die Hard.
Die Hard's not a Christmas movie
It
anymore.
is a Christmas
According to Bruce Willis, but
Shut your
him.
mouth.
Yeah. All right. What about you? What do you want to see?
What I would like to see, again, kind of going back to what we discussed at the beginning, this is a kid. In personality, in mentality, and everything, it is a kid, even though physically is no longer a kid when he turns to Shazam. I want to see that moment when he is Shazam, where we see the vulnerability of a kid in this situation. Like that homecoming moment.
Well, yeah, because he grows up to be an adult superhero, but he's not going to think like an adult. He's not going to experience it, so he is going to make kid mistakes.
Exactly. So I want to see that. So not just making jokes as a kid and like reacting as a kid, but the vulnerability of a kid in these extreme situations.
That's a really good point. I didn't even think about that. That's a really good point. I like that. Good job. We can end everything right there.
Can I get a sticker?
Done.
Yeah, you can get a sticker. You can get a Shazam sticker right there. I'll put it right here. A big lightning bolt on your chest. Is that all we want to say about Shazam?
I think that's it. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't wait. I mean, this trailer caught me by surprise. I had no expectations of it. And then when
I had low expectations. I was just like, I don't know how good this is going to be. But
It lived up to everything that I wanted. Like I like Shazam. It lived up to everything that I was expecting from this character.
Awesome. All right. Guys, if there's anything that we left out about the Shazam trailer, or you just want to tell us your thoughts, comment down below. Don't forget to click like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time.
And we actually do listen. That's the reason we got rid of headphone guy.
We got the headphone guy. He's going to be back. He just couldn't be here for today. I think I know why this is your favorite superhero movie, because you yourself wish that you could say Shazam and turn into a full-grown adult.
That is a very true story. I wish I could be at least 6 inches taller. Minimum.
Vertically and this way. This way too, right? All right, guys. We'll see you guys next time on Film Brew.